That little youngin' up to something, he gon' roll when it's right. Ain't no question, they gon' make him take a soul in the night. Once he ran from automatics, he done chose.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yo, what's going on, fam?
For sure. For people that's watching this interview right now, maybe unfamiliar with you, who do we have in front of the camera right now?
Big Santiago SaySo, West Atlanta hero, you heard?
For sure. Now, you from West Atlanta. What was it like growing up out there?
It was rough. I mean, but I had middle class and lower class. You know what I'm saying? I was in between. I lived with my aunt for a while, and then my mom called like, "Hey, let me get my son." She was young. She had me when she was young, so I ended up moving to the hood.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What was the biggest adjustment you had to make from moving from a nicer area to a more rough area?
I wouldn't say that the area was that much nicer, but it was more people. Like I stayed in Allen Temple, and it was hella fucking apartments, so it's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when there's a whole bunch of units like that, it's like
Yeah. Anything you had to adjust to quickly though? Like anything you had to make changes on?
I mean, being that young, the only thing is just getting used to hella people being around like that. So, like you know what I'm saying? We walk out of the house, you might see a neighborhood too. You walk out the apartments, it's everybody in the motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. Now, you know what I'm saying? People say that Atlanta is easier to blow up as an artist out there because of the resources. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that comment?
Nah, all that is based off of who you know. It's not necessarily the resources. I mean, yeah, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta, like, we got the movie studios and all this shit, but at the same time, it's just like anywhere else, bro. It's all about who you know. You know somebody, you there.
For sure. Now, if you could like explain the atmosphere for an up-and-coming artist that's trying to gain a buzz out there.
I mean, it's just, you got to get outside. Like, you can't sit in the house all day behind social media and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow. Or sing your music around all day long. You got to get in these people's face. Even if you don't start in the city, you know what I'm saying? Start outside the city. That might help out even more. You know?
Let me ask you this, bro. If you can only choose one, which one would you rather take over, the streets or the internet with the music?
Internet.
Internet more than the streets? Why is that?
The internet got the fucking music, man. They got it. It's you can tell, man. Like, look at TikTok. TikTok done brought a lot of niggas to radio.
Right. Damn.
TikTok done brought attention to a lot of niggas. Like, you be like, damn, I seen that on TikTok 6 months ago. They playing this shit on fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fuck.
For sure. Now, I did go back and check your music out. You have a hit single called Long Time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was the creative process behind that record?
Like any one of my processes, bro. Like, I get a track and I just, however I'm feeling, whatever I got going on, I'm putting that shit on there. But it was one of them ones. Before that, I had Speechless.
Sure.
And I was just Speechless. I was just thinking about the females. Like, niggas cool, I fuck with y'all, but females about music.
Yeah, nah, that's real. That's facts, though. That's facts. Now, for Santiago SaySo, what would be your typical recording session? Like, what's some things you need or some things you do before you record?
Hey, man, I just go in there. To be honest, I take my phone. That's it. Like, I try to be sober. Okay. You know what I mean? I try to be sober because I actually like rapping. I don't want to just say anything. Right. Not to say niggas that not sober can't rap. Like, I don't get that shit wrong.
For sure.
Not saying that shit. But for me, that's how it works.
For sure. Now, do you punch in or you write your verses and then go through them?
I'm not finna lie.
Okay, that's real.
I'm not finna lie, man. Everybody freestyle these days. Nah, I right.
That's real, bro. Now, what would you say one of the most important difficulties of being an independent artist are right now?
I mean, just reaching more people. You know what I mean? Even though the internet helps, like, you really gotta, like, beat the street, bro. You gotta, being outside all the time is one of the hardest ones because it's like, I wanna do some shit over here. Shit, you might got some home shit going on.
Right.
But you know you got this shit bubbling, so you're like, fuck. You know what I mean? But if you was on a major, it's like, that shit all just ties in. You know what I'm saying? It fills up the bowl by itself.
For sure. Now, we did see you do a couple of radio interviews, also some blog interviews. What would you say the biggest difference is between the two?
With radio, you gotta be a church boy on radio. On the blogs, man, it's whatever. Fuck that. You know what I mean? But, you know, I like blogs because they get down to the artist. I think with radio, they just want to hear the music. Right. You know what I'm saying? They just want to, it's just all about the music and not the artist. Put it like that.
It's different. That's a different answer right there.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the blogs, you know what I'm saying? I know we can get a little messy sometimes. We can post some things that may not should be posted. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like the blogs go too far?
I feel like that's their job, but at the same time, like, you got people like academics. You know, some of that shit just be unnecessary. Like, if you see that shit going a certain way, and our community already fucked up as is, just, you know what I'm saying, do something else. Post more about the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that other shit be, it's like, if you're not from that, and all you want to do is play in that field, and, you know what I'm saying, from a distance, that shit funny to you, but it's not funny to us, because you might post something that might get me shot at, or, you know what I'm saying, my folks shot at, but you at home.
Comfortable, safe.
You
right,
chilling.
Right, for sure. Damn. Now, I mean, like, what line do you think we shouldn't cross? Like, if somebody gets shot, do you think that should be something we should post, or should we stay away from that?
If somebody gets shot, I think the only thing that should be posted is the, you know, if they pass away, you know, their RIP shit, or hey, you know, if they, you know, critical, whatever the situation is.
Right.
But like, motherfuckers will post, oh yeah, such and such got shot, but this motherfucker over here did it. It's like,
after dropping the diss song, he got.
oh yeah, that
sure.
type shit. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? That's the feds. That's police shit. Like, I don't understand it. That's one thing I hate about blogs. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them niggas do it, because everybody don't. But like, those are indictments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can not say shit and still get fucked up because of something somebody posted.
Damn, that's real shit though. That's facts, bro. Now, if a major label came to you right now and they want to offer you something, but it's a 360 deal, you know what I'm saying? But you're being put in all the proper places and areas. How would you feel about that?
All I want is for my shit to be how I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I care about. Like, the paperwork right, and it gotta make sense. If it don't make sense, if it's just a 360 and we in and out, I don't want it.
For sure. That's real. It only makes sense though. Now, Atlanta, bro, you know what I'm saying? Y'all popular for the Water Boys. Have you ever came across them?
All the time.
How's the environment with them? Like, are they hustling, or is it like too much at a point?
Man, they just doing what they do. They out here trying to get some money. Like, I get past, sometimes I give them money without even fuck that water, keep the water out. They selling Gatorades and shit too. They up it. And I'm just like, just keep it. I mean, I even took waters to some of the little dudes around my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I took them cases of water.
Nah, that's real shit, bro. Now, I see you made a post about, it was a picture in the community, had a lot of trash and stuff on it like that. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you see communities like that? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
A lot of times I just say, like, us as black people, like, we in these projects, communities of shit that they give us, you know what I'm saying? Whether you paying $5, you know what I'm saying, or you paying $500, we got to keep that shit up. They not going to do it for us. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Only thing they're in charge of is making sure it's running water out that bitch. And, you know what I'm saying, you good. Like, they got a regular trash can out there.
For sure.
But that's us putting all that shit out there, and we got to do better than that, because y'all want them to keep it up, but we can't keep it up.
Right. So it's kind of like you got to do your part, you know what I'm saying, for them to want to improve it.
That's how it works. Like, if we do our part, I think a lot of shit would be different. Maybe not, but that's my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit, though. Now, as far as your musical sound, how would you describe it if somebody's watching this interview and they want to tap in?
I have the slightest idea, bro. Because, like you said, it don't sound like typical Atlanta shit. And my influences are all over the place. Like, I got the Big, the Pac, the Snoops, all this shit, the motherfucking Pimp C, Bun B, all that. And it just be like...
Well, let me ask you this, because like you said, the Atlanta sound is pretty much here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, like, when you go to the studio, how do you stay away from creating that type of sound? Like, how do you separate yourself like that?
I mean, I try to make it as Atlanta as possible. My whole goal is I want niggas to understand what I'm saying. That's really what I'm on. Like, I want you to hear my words. Like, it's all cool. I love the sound. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta music, but I want you to hear me too. Because if I was just doing it for that, I'd just make anything.
Right. For sure. That's facts. Now, did you get a chance to catch the Beezy versus Gucci Mane versus?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that battle?
It was one of them ones. Like, never thought I'd see that shit. I was like, hey man, that's really happening. But you know, they both put on, and I like both of them. So.
Well, I gotta ask you, bro. Since you know what I'm saying, it was a versus. It was competition. If you had to choose, who would you say won?
Why you gonna do that, bro?
I gotta ask you, bro.
Like I said, bro, I like both of them, man.
Okay.
Like I you know what I mean?
Respectfully. Now, Atlanta Nights 2, it's on the way. You know what I'm saying? You dropped Atlanta Nights 1. You did a lot of streams on there. I seen your Spotify numbers going crazy.
Yeah.
What can we expect from Atlanta Nights 2?
I'm gonna get more into Atlanta. You know, the first one I just did like a starters. You know what I'm saying? But this one I'm trying to bring it. You know, a lot of it home. Put more of the city in there, cause the first one I kind of was in and out. But yeah.
For sure. Is there any features we can expect on this project?
Can't really say yet, but you know, as far as like the single, M's is the shit I want y'all to look out for.
Yeah, visual coming soon with that as well, right?
Yes, sir.
For sure, bro.
Yes, sir.
Now, if people want to tap in with you for a vlog, a blog, interview, podcast, radio, anything like that, where can they follow you?
You can follow me at They Love Santi on IG, because that's really the only part of social media I fuck with. So.
That little youngin' up to something, he gon' roll when it's right. Ain't no question, they gon' make him take a soul in the night. Once he ran from automatics, he done chose not to fight. We gon'